sure that you subscribe and that you hit the notification button so that you get notified every single week when I do upload a brand new marketing video. And if you are in here, if you're following me, if you're watching, it is because you are running a childcare program, whether it's an in-home or small center, and you need help with your marketing. So I just want you to know that you are in the right place. So today we're going to be talking about something that I absolutely love talking about. I actually geek out over this. It is paid traffic. So how to use Facebook and Instagram ads to boost your enrollment and to get your spots fully booked faster. Okay. I am going to show you some behind the scenes peeks as to what this looks like inside your ads manager, especially because I find that this topic can get a bit technical. And I know that if you're running an in-home, for example, tech isn't necessarily one of your favorite things. So I wanted to make this as simple as possible for you to understand so that you can actually see the value in paid ads. So what are paid ads? Paid ads is basically Facebook or Meta, Instagram, even Google ads, right? They all have platforms that you can actually pay these platforms and give them a piece of content. So whether that's a video, blog post, a graphic, anything that you created, and then you ask them to show it to more people. And you pay them for this, right? So you don't need to be posting every single day on social media if you're leveraging social, like paid traffic on these platforms. Now, why I love this and why I find this is a game changer, especially for daycares and small business owners, is that not many childcare providers or small center owners are actually using the power that is possible when it comes to paid traffic. Not only that, I also feel as though a lot of providers are so scared to branch out and actually do something like this, or they feel as though it's not going to work for them, or they've heard somebody try boosting a post and it didn't work, or it's just kind of scary, or they just don't know how to leverage it properly, that they just don't do it altogether. But this can definitely be a game changer in rapidly increasing your enrollment. This will allow you to reach more local families faster without you feeling glued to your iPhone or your smartphone. It's going to allow you to target the right people that you want to have in your program. And it's going to allow you to get in front of people in such a faster way that I promise you is really going to change the game when it comes to your program, right? And you can do this whether maybe you need enrollments right now, or maybe you're booked right now, but you may want to start, for example, a wait list for the fall time. Whatever the reason is, you can there's different campaigns that you can leverage inside these platforms that can get you to those goals, okay? So why do paid ads matter for childcare providers? Why is it important? Number one, if you're in this business, most probably you're not using any other platform to advertise, right? So you're probably using Facebook or Instagram to post once in a while, and that's about it. Well, these platforms allow you to actually get your content seen by people that you actually want to have in your program, right? You can actually be sure that Facebook and Instagram is actually going to take your promotion, your open house event, whatever it is that you're trying to advertise, and show it to the people that you want it to be shown to. This is so important because a lot of the times I feel that just because we're posting on Facebook or on Instagram, we think that, if I have, 1,000 people that follow me, all 1,000 people actually saw what I posted, right? And it's not the case. We know that 4 or 5% of your followers or your fans actually see what you're posting. And after 24 hours, there goes your post. Like no one's going to see it. It's going to drop out of the feed, and no one's going to actually see it. So unless you're actually creating content every single day and going live and, updating your stories, for example, no one's going to see anything you're posting. But with Facebook ads or Instagram ads, you actually get moms and dads in your community that you're targeting on purpose to see these videos or to read your posts or to take notice. Let's say you have an open house coming up. And that is really, really powerful because obviously you are meeting your ideal client where they're at. And we all know where our clients are at these days. They are online scrolling and checking messages and taking their bathroom breaks or their lunch breaks and popping up their phone and checking and scrolling, right? We know this. So with paid ads, you actually have the power to not only target people that you want to work with, but you also have the power to show them your content, to make sure that it's consistently in the feed, and more importantly, that you're actually showing up where they are at, right? Kind of reminds me when I started my childcare center like a long time ago. And back then there was no Facebook or Instagram. And I remember printing out flyers that I had in a huge bag inside my purse. So I had like a plastic folder and I had like a stack of black and white flyers that I had printed out from Staples. And then every time I would go, for example, to the grocery store, they had a bulletin board up and I would pin up or tape up these flyers with my phone number dangling underneath it, right? So I was expecting people to kind of stop and see this black and white flyer and take notice and rip out the number and actually come and visit our daycare. And that never happened, right? But again, the power of paid traffic is that you are actually placing your business in front of their eyeballs and you are meeting them where they are at, which is the online space, okay? So that's really, really important. Now, choosing the right platform for your ads. Now, in my experience inside our agency, most of the ads that we create for our clients really just focus on Facebook and Instagram. Like that's all we do because most of our clients have pages on both of these platforms and most of their clients are on these platforms as well, right? So that's really, really important that you're actually showing up on the right types of platforms. Now, if you do have the ad budget, you can definitely sponsor your listing on Google as well. And we've done that in the past. So for Google, for example, for as little as $2 a day, you can actually boost or sponsor your listing, right? But for Facebook and Instagram, I would say $5 a day is really just all you need. And you leverage the amazing power that these algorithms have and all the data that they're collecting. And you get to place your ads in front of the right eyeballs, okay? So when it comes to Facebook ads, what I love is creating creatives that actually stop the scroll. So this is the tricky part. Now, when it comes to Facebook ads, it's really important that we understand what will stop the scroll and what is actually going to get that mom and dad to take notice, right? So it really is a matter of testing a lot of different things. But once you understand that and you actually get people in your inbox giving you their name and their phone number and their email address and telling you, yes, I'm interested, then it just changes the game completely, okay? Let me show you one of our clients, what we were doing for her. And this is a client that actually had an ad budget of $5 a day, right? So this is all we actually spent on her account, okay? This is all we spent, $5 a day. So we started working with her back in April. So let's just go from April all the way to September, okay? Now, so she had $5 a day ads. That's all she had, and that's all she wanted to invest, and that was fine with us. So we started creating lead generation campaigns for her. Okay, so this is one of the campaigns that we created for her. She spent $117 altogether. She was spending $4 a day on her ads, and she got 6 Facebook leads. So Facebook leads are basically anyone that is clicking on her ad, and then a form pops up and they get asked a bunch of questions. If they qualify, then they get to give my client their name, their phone number, their email address. And then she goes out and she contacts them. Okay. So again, you might see 6 leads that you might say 6 leads only. That's not enough. Well, this person had availability for 5 kids in her program. She already had 1 child signed up. She needed 5 more to be fully booked. She was a brand new daycare in the area. She knew nothing about Facebook, Instagram, ads, none of this. We actually set up her Facebook business page together because she didn't have one and she didn't know how to do it. And she had 6 people reach out with the very first campaign that we tested for her. So for every $20 that she spent, she got 1 person to sign up. She got 1 person to become a lead. And then from these leads, she got 4 of them to sign up their children full-time in her program, which is amazing, okay? So when I was talking before about testing different creatives, this is what I mean, right? So we tested a flyer, we tested a feature ad, we tested just a plain like a yellow background, like a flyer type. We tested something plain, we tested a video or like a walkthrough. So we tested a bunch of different things to see what worked, okay? And the best part is that we actually targeted her audience, right? So before she would print out flyers and hope that people would actually get them and read them and keep them. Now, that's not what we do. Now we really just tell Facebook, hey, Facebook, this is the address. This is what I want you to focus on. you go out and you find me people that are living here. So we dropped the pin in her address because it is a home daycare. And then we went out like 10 miles and that was good enough. Like this is the size of the audience, like between 200 and 310,000 people, which is amazing. Okay. So you can definitely do this with a small budget. Again, my client was only paying, she was only paying $4 or $5 a day because that was her budget. That's all she could afford. And that was fine by me. And you see the power in her ads is that even though she spent $120, one campaign got her 4 full-time clients signing up in her program, which is amazing. Okay. So when we're talking about creatives and really leveraging the power of paid traffic, it's really important to think about different types of creatives that you can create. Things are going to grab people's attentions. It's going to hook them in. And then obviously ending it with a clear call to action, because obviously you want people to take action, right? So for example, at the end of this recording, I might ask you to click, I don't know, a link under this video in the description to go over to my blog to check something out, right? We always want to be telling people what to do next. So for my client that I just showed you, she actually was telling everybody to click below and fill out the application form, which is what they were doing, right? So you want to be doing the same thing. And one of the other things that I wanted to mention, lastly, when it comes to Facebook ads and how they are so powerful, and one of the best ways to fully book your program faster is that you can actually track the data. So we target people that have watched videos, that have engaged with social media. We can send them more content, more promotions, which means we're staying in their feed constantly. But we can also track data too, right? So it's not just something that we just throw money in and hope it works and then just not make any changes, right? As you saw before, we have tested a few creatives to make sure we're getting the best results for our clients, right? So let's say we're testing, it's been a month and we've tested a few videos and a few graphics. At the end of every month, you go inside your ads manager and you start tracking what works best, what didn't work best, what got more clicks, what didn't, how many leads we got per creative, and then we just make changes accordingly, right? So this actually is one of the best things I think that Facebook ads and paid traffic in general can allow you to do, is really just make sure that you're tracking not only what you're spending, but that you're actually making a return on your investment in terms of getting leads in your inbox and then connecting with them and then getting them to enroll in your program, right? So this is really, really important. And once you do that, then once you've optimized an ad, then you can let it run and then boost weekly if you want to, right? Because I hear a lot of people say, well, I'm boosting, but nobody's calling. Well, you're probably doing it the wrong way, right? So with us, we start with those videos and those graphics that I showed you. And then once we get data, once our people are clicking and they're reading, right, and they're following, then you boost to those people that have shown interest, more content, more promotions, more open house invites, right? So then, because they're already interested, right? If not, you're just kind of throwing spaghetti on the wall and hoping that it sticks, which is not very smart, especially when you're spending money on Facebook ads. So there you go, you guys, my spiel on Facebook ads. I hope that you found value out of this video. I hope that you're kind of less scared to try this out for yourself. You know, we work with clients that have teeny tiny budgets, like $4 a day, or clients that have larger budgets. But most of our clients really do start with $5 a day. We test, we optimize, and then we just let the algorithm and the platform do all the work. And then we obviously go in and track and test and make the proper changes. So if you are interested in Facebook ads, I actually have a Facebook ads boost program that I'm trying to kind of test out on a few clients. It's basically 1 month where we work together and I actually set up and optimize your ads for you for 1 month. And then I teach you how to do this. So then you are on your own month 2, you know, going forward, so that you can actually have ads that are running. You're increasing your online reach. You're getting more eyeballs on your business. You're getting leads in your inbox, which is so important. And then I actually teach you how to do this and how to keep this up on your own, you know, after our month is up. If you want to get some more information, I will put the link somewhere around this video in the description. Make sure that you click on that, you read through the information, and you apply for that experience. Other than that, have an amazing rest of your day, you guys, and I'll see you guys again next